Also, at the very bottom of this video, you can skip chapters. So if you just want to skip ahead to see this actually being shot, I'm going to shoot the subs in this, and then I'm going to shoot a 308 sub just to kind of give you a reference on the sound. Hello, preppers and homesteaders. In this video, I'm going to go over the Homestead Hush Puppy Project 300 Blackout Suppressed 8.5-inch bolt action pistol. There may come times on your homestead when you should have a homestead rifle, and I am going to do a video on a homestead rifle, and I'll give you a clue. It starts with a 10 and ends with a 22, and a whole nother video, but everybody should have one. But sometimes you have predators that are bigger, coyotes, hogs, and you need something with a little bit more oomph. I have a 308 bolt action suppressed, and it is Hollywood quiet. I wanted something smaller. I had been going on the internet, talking to locals, and everybody recommended 300 Blackout. They said it is Hollywood quiet. You can get subsonic rounds everywhere because the 308 rounds are about $2 a piece, and they're getting really hard to find. Luckily, more companies are coming out with them, so I came up with this. So what is this? It is a Palmetto State Armory AR-15 pistol lower with a brace. They're multi-caliber one. Then it is a Bear Creek Arsenal 8.5-inch bolt action AR-15 upper. So this upper will mate to any AR-15 5.56 lower, and it'll cycle bolt action for 300 Blackout. It has the 8.5-inch barrel, and then I threw on an optic. It is a Vortex Optics 5X Prism with a Trijicon RMR piggybacked on the top for night vision use. And then it has an ADM manufacturing mount. Any of the Aimpoint micro mounts will fit this Vortex combo. The Vortex 5X, a great budget scope. It has an adjustable diopter, and it's just a great optic, and Vortex has one of the greatest warranties in the firearm business. So I got a lot of grief on Reddit because this optic is mounted so far forward. Youngster, wait till you get older and you start wearing specs. then you'll figure it out. And then lastly, I'm going to show it a little closer, an old school 20 round AR-15 20 rounder magazine, aluminum, with some magazine bands that say 300 Blackout and subsonic. The reason for that is you can use the 300 Blackout rounds will fit in an AR-15 magazine. So I just didn't want to mix things up. This way it's easily identifiable and easy to use. Now I want to show you this. So if you're using this, the only negative I have on this upper, and it's not even a manufacturing thing, it is just the way this thing operates. You're used to bolt actions. They have a long throw. This has such a short throw. It still locks back to the rear with the, so then you just, it's just such a, it's so, you always want to pull it further back. The only other negative I have, and I'll show it from this way, you can see the bolt sticks out a little further. In a lot of traditional bolt actions, the bolt is kind of recessed and folds into the firearm. This sticks out a little bit, a little janky, but for this price, cannot be beat. And this is empty. So why did I buy this? Like I said, I wanted something with a little bit more oomph that was quiet, and it went on sale. It originally, when these came out there, the upper alone was around 350 bucks. It went on sale for 200, and I'm cheap. Threw it in my basket. The shipping came out to 40. I was really cheap, and I just said, that's too much. $40 is crazy. I've bought in so many uppers, and I've either gotten free shipping or paid like $5 to $10. So I just left it. I just forgot about it. A week later, they didn't even contact me. They sent me an automated email saying, we threw in a set of flip-up iron sights worth $50 to sweeten the deal. Otherwise, your cart's gonna expire in like a couple days. So with tax and everything, it was like 260 bucks. I bought the upper. This suppressor is the other reason why I wanted to try this project. This suppressor is a Form 1. I made it like 10 to 15 years ago. It is a reflex design. So the threaded barrel is actually up to here. And then this 3-inch space back here is blast chamber, and then from here forward, there's 12 cone baffles that I machined into there. Pretty tight stack of them, and it works really good in my 308. It is like Hollywood quiet. So I wanted to try a small package for the Homestead that's just handy. I could strap to a backpack, put in my ATV, put in my UTV, small, and I heard all the hype on the internet. 300 Blackout, Hollywood quiet, hearing safe, super duper quiet. Like, oh my gosh, it sounds like a staple gun. And I was like, I'm in. So I got this, and first time shooting it, super disappointed, like just unbelievably disappointed. It actually rung my ears. It was louder, a lot louder than expected. It's a lot. Have any of you fellow watchers that have ever shot suppressed 9mm and you shot an MP5 and then you took that same can and put it on a Glock? It was kind of like that. Just very loud, much louder than I was expecting. I was expecting, like, you know, the YouTube quotes that I saw. I just heard the hammer drop. It sounds like a staple gun. It was just so quiet. It was just, it really wasn't. It was much louder than expected. I finally found one ammo that is kind of acceptable, and it doesn't really ring my ears. And it's the Hornady, the 190 Sub X. Everything else I shot so far is a lot louder than expected. Now I will say my Bolt Action 308 is a 16-inch barrel. Just in general, 308 subsonic in general is designed for bolt actions. It will not cycle. Pretty much all the 300 Blackout subsonics that I've seen on the market are made to cycle semi-autos of some sort. So I am on the hunt, if anybody knows of a super duper quiet 300 Blackout round that is not designed for semi-autos and designed for bolt actions and is super duper quiet. That's what I'm looking for. But enough talking. Let's go to, actually, I'll show you these being shot. And I'm only gonna fire like 2 rounds. I'm not some major gun tuber that makes lots of money. These bullets are cheaper than 308. They're still like $1 a piece. And the Hornady's actually more than $1 a piece. And my 308 subsonics are like $2 a piece if I could even find them now. They're really hard to find. So I'm only gonna shoot one of those, and I'm only gonna shoot 2 of these because it's expensive and I'm cheap. But you will get a good idea of the sound. And I'm gonna be using this same suppressor. And I'm just literally shooting like 10, 15 yards into a dirt mound. There's a potential that possibly the subs are going supersonic, but let's get into that now. And any of you who've never seen 300 Blackout, they're literally a 30 caliber bullet on a 5.56 casing. So they're short, stubby, little, heavy little bullets. As an example, these Hornadys are the quietest I've shot. I also tried some 108 grain with this type of same tip, just a red tip. They were loud. And then I tried a Federal suppressor, and I thought those were still pretty loud. These were actually the more quiet. So I'm assuming on that to me the first round sounded way louder. The second round was quieter, but it was still kind of loud. Now when you see the 308, I think it's just quiet. First shot, like you don't need any like purging of the can or whatever, so I'll show you that right now. Now 308, for example, same bullet size, but much bigger shell. And these are some hand loads that I got, I think I used to buy from a guy at the rifle range in Wisconsin, and he did custom loading, and I don't think I can find them anymore. So the 308 with the same 8-inch suppressor with the 16-inch barrel, it kind of looks like a musket, but it's, I think, much quieter. And this video will hopefully tell. Just shooting in the dirt mound right up there. I thought much quieter, but could be wrong. So let me know what you think. If you know of any really quiet 300 Blackout ammo, let me know, because I really want to try something. I want to make the Hush Puppy, the Homestead Hush Puppy work, but right now, if I carry this around, granted it's bigger, whatnot, it's probably better, it's just more quiet. And if I get a different suppressor, I can probably get a new modern one, shorter, and probably have the same suppression level. So let me know what you think, and thanks again, and until next time.
Yeah. Thanks again. Bye.
Till next time. Bye. Big camera. I'm still waiting for the temperature in my water to be perfect. It's still warming up. I'm gonna end it there. Thanks. Like and subscribe. I gotta support this shirt because it was a gift. I love it. I do. So thanks again. Bye.